Hello everyone. In this video I am going to explain about Matplotlib, which is a popular Python library used for data analysis and visualization. I will be explaining all the important concepts used in Matplotlib. So let's get started. First of all, I would like to create one folder here and rename this as Matplotlib. And I will be using Jupyter notebook to write Python code. Let me open this. And I would like to create one Python file and rename this as also Matplotlib. Now, why to use Matplotlib? Matplotlib is used to convert our data into visual form, and it is also used to represent graphically. First of all, you have to install Matplotlib, and for this you can go to command prompt and type pip install Matplotlib. And also you might need numpy, so to install numpy you can write pip install numpy. Now to import Matplotlib you can write import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. I am using plt for alias and press shift enter. Okay, Matplotlib library successfully imported. Now I will make some graph here. Matplotlib is used to represent data graphically, right? So first of all I would like to cover cosine wave. If I write here cosine wave, and in this image you can see I am going to create this cosine wave now using Matplotlib. I will define time and amplitude. So I will write p equals np dot arrange, range from 1 to 2 and gap of suppose 0.01. It will go like 1, 1.01, 1.02 up to 2. And if I print it, I have to import numpy first. I can write import numpy as np. Okay, so I have defined this array. Now I will be creating amplitude. A equals, I have one formula to calculate cosine wave, so the formula is 1 plus np dot cos, and I have to pass 2 multiplied by np dot pi multiplied by t. So this is the formula to calculate cosine wave, and then I can plot. I will be using Matplotlib. I can write plt dot plot, and here I have to pass t comma a, and I can also define one parameter, suppose star. I will explain this later. First of all, let me execute this cell, and to execute this I have to write plt dot, I have time in x axis, so x level I have to write here time t, and in y level you can see in this figure it is amplitude, so I will write amplitude. And for title, see, title is cosine wave dot title cosine wave graph suppose, and then to display this graph I have to write plt dot show, and if I press shift enter, see, in this way we can easily create cosine wave graph using Matplotlib. And this star means this graph is made up of star. If you see here, these all are star, and if I write suppose hyphen, and if I press shift enter, you see now the graph is made up of hyphen, and suppose if I write plus, now the graph is made up of plus sign. I will write star here because it looks nice. So I will be defining two parameters, time and amplitude, and I have defined numpy to define time, and other are level to define x level, y level, and to display the graph. Now if I write here plt.grid, and if I press shift enter, it will display horizontal and vertical line over cosine wave graph. Okay, this is how we can create cosine wave graph using Matplotlib. Next, how can we make bar graph? You might know how bar graph looks like. See, this is the bar graph. I will make similar bar graph. And one thing guys, if your cosine wave is not showing in Jupyter notebook, you have to write here, you have to write percentage matplotlib inline. You have to write this line if in case it is not displayed. Okay, bar graph, you can see here there are 5 x values, 1 2 3 4 5. So I will write x equals 1 2 3 4, and then I have to define y values. Suppose 56, 78, 94, and suppose 12. Okay, and if you see in this bar graph there are label like pencil, scale, pen, sharpener, eraser. In the same way I will be defining like fail, success, something like that. So let me write here. Okay, now I can write plt dot bar. I can use dot bar, and I have to pass x and y, and also I can write tick label equals, I have to pass this label as I have already defined. And I can define its width. Width means if you see in this graph, so this is width of each bar. I will be defining suppose 0.5, and also I can define color, suppose green. Now I can write plt dot x level, and then in y level I can write plt dot y level, y axis. I can define title, bar graph, and I have to display my graph. I have to shift enter. Okay, see, I have successfully created bar graph using Matplotlib. So there is x-axis, y-axis. I can also define different color, and for that I can pass here different color value in array. So I can write suppose purple, orange, red, and then suppose green. I have to remove this. Okay, now you have to shift enter. See, now the color is different for each bar, and you can make changes on your own. So this is how we can create bar graph, and it is very easy. Now next, how to create pie chart using Matplotlib. Now I would like to search pie chart. Okay, you can see here, this is what pie chart looks like. So if I click on this, you can see this is like circle, and this is percentage, this is legend. I will make pie chart similarly like this. I can write contents equals suppose animals, and then suppose plants and human. Okay, this will be my contents, and let me define slices. You can define any value here, suppose 3, 7 and 8. Now I will define colors is green, orange and suppose pink. I can write plt dot, I have to use pie to create pie chart. I have to write pie and I have to pass slices, levels equals, I have to pass contents as I have already defined, and colors equal, I have already defined colors. I have to display my graph dot show. Okay, so this is pie chart and I have plants, animals and human. I will make some changes here. I can also write start angle equals suppose 90. My pie chart will start from here. If I press shift enter, see, now start angle is 90 degree. And also I can pass shadow equals, I can write true. If I press shift enter, see there is little shadow coming. And also I can write percentage value. Auto PCT means percentage equals percentage 1 dot 3. I have to write of here percentage, that means it will take up to 3 decimal places as I have defined dot 3 of. Also I can highlight this content. I will like to highlight this one content animals, and for that I can write, I will write explode equals, I will highlight animals, so I have to write 0.05 comma, for plants and human I will write 0,0. I will only highlight animals. See, now animals is slightly exploded. I can also define levels or legend, and for that I can write plt dot legend, and based on these labels it will create legend. And if I execute this, see, now I can see the legend. Now it looks nice. Let me change color here, tomato. It looks nice. So this is how we can create pie chart using Matplotlib. Now I will be creating histogram. It looks like a bar graph. I would like to define percentage of students, percentage equals, okay, and then I will define range from 0 to 100 because the percentage is from 0 to 100. I can define num equals 5. I will explain this later, so don't worry. And I will define now plt dot hist. I will be using dot hist to create histogram, and I have to pass percentage. I will pass number, and I will also pass the range. And for colors I can define orange color, and then I will define hist type is bar, and I will also define wide equals 0.5, and plot dot x label is percentage and y label is students. And as the title, suppose histogram plot. Let me display my graph. Rectangle object has no property hist type. Okay, I have to write hist type, not hist type. Okay, you have a shift enter. See, this is histogram plot. This looks like bar graph. We have data from 0 to 20 and then 20 to 40 like this. And what is this number? Num equals 5. You can see here 1 2 3 4 5. If I write noms equals 10 and if I press shift enter, you can see here now there are 10 bar. Okay, this is how we can create histogram using Matplotlib. Now next, how to create a scatter plot. If I search for scatter, okay, this is scatter plot. Similarly like this, we will create one scatter plot. X equals suppose 1 to 10 and then y equals suppose 2 3 5 7 8 9 11 12 13 14. Okay, and then I will be using dot scatter to create a scatter plot, and I have to pass x, y, and then label. Label equals suppose data. In color equals suppose orange color, and then marker equals star. Marker means if you see here right now it is dot in this diagram. I will be using star to create a scatter plot. Now I can define x label, x axis, and also y label, y axis, and the title I can write scatter plot because this is scatter plot, and then as a legend, this is legend, so I will be creating legend there also, and I will display my graph. Okay, this is my scatter plot. Now next, how to plot data from CSV file. I have downloaded one CSV file. I will show you. So I have one wrestler.csv file. I will paste this link in the video description. You can download from there. Let me open this. This is my data, and to download this data you can click on draw, and then right click on this and click on save as. Make sure to save this in CSV file. I will be downloading this in the same folder, Matplotlib. Okay, I have successfully downloaded CSV file. If I open this, I will be using this data to create a plot. I can use import CSV. I can define x equals empty array, y equals also empty array. I will open my CSV file. So for that I can write with open. My CSV file name is wrestler.csv. Open this in read format as file. I will read my CSV file. Data equals csv dot reader. I have to pass this file, and then I will open for loop for column in data. I will append column in this x dot append column 2, and I will explain this later, don't worry. In y I will append column 1. Now I can write plt dot plot. I can pass this x y and label equals suppose analysis, and then color equals orange, and then I will define x label as x-axis and y label as y-axis. And then as a title I can write data analysis from CSV file. I can also define legend, and I can display my graph. I have imported CSV, and then I have read my CSV file. I will reading each row of my CSV file, and then in column 2 I have wins, and in column 1 I have wrestler's name. So I will assign that in X and Y, and other is similar like above. Okay, if I press shift enter, oh my god, I have many data in CSV file. I have 50 data, so I have to reduce number here. What I can do is I can only load here. I can define I equals 0, and then I will increase I by 1, and if suppose I equals 10, I will break from this loop. Now you have to shift enter. Okay, now it looks nice and clear. This is how we can plot data from CSV file. Next is very interesting topic. I will write first topic here. How can we plot live in Matplotlib? That means suppose if I make some changes in my data, it has to update in the plot itself. Means I would like to plot live. I have to import some package for this, so I can write import matplotlib dot animation as animation, and then I have to write import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. From matplotlib I have to import style, and then I have to use plt dot style dot use 538. This is one Python file that is already defined, so I have to write here 538. This is already defined, just I have to use it here. Suppose let me source this 538. Okay, here 538 style sheet. This is already Python file. That means I am only using 538 file. And then suppose figure equals plt dot figure, and then I have to define box equals figure dot add subplot. If I execute this, you can see here this is one box. I have created one box from 0 to 1, and then from also 0 to 1 here. Okay, now I have to create one function, suppose with name function itself, and I will define one parameter. I will write data equals open. I will defining one data, random data, and I will save this file as in same folder matplotlib data.txt. I will save this file. So I have this data.txt. I will be utilizing this file. Here I can pass that txt file, and then I will open this in read mode. Dot, I have to write read. Now row equals, I have this data, I can write data dot split. I will first split by line. You see, each data is separated by line, so I have to write /n, means I will separate first by line. X1 equals empty, y1 equals empty, and for number in row, that means num means first is 4 6, then 12 8, it goes like this. If length of num is greater than 1, I will split x and y. Num dot split, I have to split by comma. Delimiter is, you can see here, delimiter is comma, so I have to pass comma there. And then I will append x1. In x1 I have to append this x, and in y1 I have to append y. Okay, now I have to pass this x1 and y1 in this box. Right now the box is empty, so I have to write box dot, first of all let me clear the box, and then I have to write box dot plot. I have to pass x1 and y1. And then result equals animation. I have already imported this dot func animation. I have to pass this figure, and I have to pass this function. See, I have successfully plotted this value here, and the value comes from here, data.txt file. Okay, I will explain the code now. So first of all, I have imported some required library, and I have used 538 file. I have defined figures equals plt.figure, and I have defined box. The box is empty till this. Now I have created one function, and I have created one txt file, data.txt, and then I have splitted the data and add that in x1 and y1. And finally the box was empty previously, so what I did is I have added x1 and y1. I have passed x1 and y1 to the box. But one thing guys, suppose if I make some changes in my data, let me write 6,7, it should change automatically there because it is live plot. But I don't see any changes in my plot because I'm using Jupyter notebook right now. I have to use other editor. Let me open Python IDE. Okay, here file, new file. Let me move my code there. Okay, now if I run this code, I have to save this file first. This is my Python file. Let me save this file in same folder with name live prediction or plot. You can write anything. Also, I have to write here plot.show, and then I can run this code. Okay, this is my output. Now I will make some changes here. Last plotted is in 6,7. If I write here suppose 6,8, and if I press shift enter, you see it has changes there also. So that means it has automatically plot my data. And suppose if I write here 30,7, and if I press shift enter, it will go like, okay, see it is successfully plotted here. 2, 2, you see the plot is live. So I have imported some library and I have used 538 Python file to make a plot, and then I have created one box, and to fill that box I have created one data.txt file, and in that txt file I have appended my data in x1 and y1 variable, and I have passed my value in the box, and finally I have used animation.func animation to plot the data. I can write here plot.show. Okay, this is all about Matplotlib. If you like this video, you can subscribe my channel IG Tech Team. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. I will meet you in the next one. Thank you.